This week, the sun moves into the fixed earth sign of Taurus, and it's giving you the green light for success. Welcome to Space Cadet, a cosmic podcast show that taps into astrology and divination to bring forth messages of motivation and guidance for your journey here on planet Earth. I'm your host, Stace Orion, and this week we open up and share some personal truths in order to prove that no matter where you are on your journey, you have something great to offer. Hello. Okay. People are wild right now, and when I break down the astral transits, it's going to make a lot of sense. But bottom line is that you're leveling up so hard, collective. You're leveling up so hard. You have done the work. You have taken the high ground. You've done the work, dude. And we're going to talk about how this work has turned you into a spiritual master walking, and why people are so gung-ho about slowing you down and crushing your dreams. They're wild. Okay. So we are currently here in the Northern Hemisphere. We're in the cardinal fire sign of Aries, and at the end of the week we are moving into the fixed earth sign of Taurus. And at the end of the month, from the 27th to the 28th, it's a Sunday through Monday, the moon is going to be in the same sign as the sun in Uranus. All three planetary bodies are going to be in the fixed earth sign of Taurus. And the moon in Taurus, April 27th, is going to be a new moon. And that is the Six of Pentacles card. That is success through giving and receiving. This is the point in the cycle of Pentacles, the cycle of crystallizing your manifestations into the physical world, where you move beyond your lack and you understand how the universe works, you understand how the law of attraction works, and you understand that you have to give in order to receive the things that you want. And you can't really understand or do that unless you've done the work to get there. Now, this is the Seven of Wands. It is the energy of Mars in Leo, which is happening later this week on Thursday. Okay? And the Eight of Swords, feeling entrapped by your own thoughts or other people's thoughts, is the energy of Jupiter in Gemini, which it currently is. So you are leveling up super hard, and other people have really intense thoughts and feelings about them because they are trapped in really intense thoughts and feelings, okay? And you are like their target for some reason. Okay. I'm going to open up and share a few personal stories. I haven't really done that since I started all of this. But the backlash that I'm getting of like being a con artist is laughable, because I started this channel really to open up to myself. Yes, I'm opening up to you, giving to you, because that is how I receive and give to myself. So to think that I'm trying to con you into anything or trying to make you do something that you don't want to do is laughable, because my intention always is to uplift and support. And I understand that the collective, everybody is on their own unique journey, and everyone's journey is really fucking difficult. Everybody's individual, unique journey is not going to be easy. It's not easy to be human. And these transits are essentially shining a light on that fact. I know what it's like to be disconnected from spirit. I know what it's like to be disconnected from your intuition. I grew up Catholic, and I had a lot of feelings about it as a kid, but the core concepts still rung true for me. The core concepts of doing right and believing in a higher power, that gave me life and it kept my spirit alive. And during my teen years, I was really impressionable, and the kid I was dating made fun of a story that I told him about my spirituality. He was not raised under any religion, and he laughed at my spirituality, dog. And I completely disconnected from that. I put him on such a pedestal that I completely disconnected my own spirituality for somebody else's sake. And from my teenage years up until I started my spiritual journey a few years ago, triggered by intense loss and pain, from the time I was a teenager until the time I hit rock bottom, I was very selfish, very lost, very selfish, very impressionable, very influenced by others. People that didn't have my best interest in mind. I was atheist for a long time, dog. I wasn't always like this. If you had told me in my early 20s that I would be a cheerleader for God, the Most High, the Holy Spirit, reading Psalms and reading the Bible and learning about different religions and how the magic and the core values and the beliefs among them kind of correlate, I would have laughed at you, dog. Laughed. And it would have been like a mean laugh, like an angry laugh. It's because I thought I knew better. I thought I knew better than nature. I thought I knew better than the Most High. And again, it wasn't until rock bottom when I lost someone super close to me and then started conversing with them in the energetic. It wasn't until that point that I even had any clue that I was able to do any of this. And so many stories in the Bible are representations of faith through struggle. And where are we if we don't have our faith? Where are we if we don't have our truth? And so 4:44 on the clock. I struggle with my own stability, with my own understanding of faith and spirituality and how that fits in with my practice, because so many things ring true, so many things resonate with me. And I understand that so many people are on their own journeys and are at their own place, figuring out their own unique lessons. And with the moon coming up, the new moon in Taurus coming up in 2 weeks, 6 of Pentacles is a reminder that you get what you give. Okay? And I wasn't giving my trust to the all. I wasn't giving my trust to the Most High. I wasn't listening to my intuition. I was listening to everybody else. I was listening to the chatter and the distraction of everybody else. And that's why this moment in time is so interesting, because it's a microcosm of how the individual is getting their power back. The individual is learning how to manifest and give in order to receive. Because we're so used to just getting. We're so used to Amazon delivering whatever we need to our front door. And not needing spirituality or faith to keep you aligned, because you're in control. You know more than nature. You can order whatever you want from Amazon. So all of this to say that as you level up in your journey, new levels, new devils, and as you open up and shine your light brighter and brighter, the more people are going to want to, break you down and keep you hostage like they are. But it's your time to shine, baby. You are a spiritual master in the flesh. Spirit channels through me certain messages at certain times. I don't have any control over what is channeled to me. I follow the astral. My origins are serious. I'm a starseed. I follow the astral realm and the Most High. You are allowed to be magical, astrological, and religious. Like, and as we head into Taurus season and start reaping the benefits and the resources of those astral transits, you're going to be guided to give what you can, where you can, when you can, so that you can get it back to you and keep confirming to you that you're on the right track. And the Six of Pentacles to me is success, dog. Look, I pulled different cards from different tarot decks to show you the energy that you are embodying right now. The energy that the astral is encouraging you to take a look at, understand. Because you have gone beyond the lack, you have gone beyond feeling without, and you now understand that you have everything within and you can give it. You can give back change. It doesn't have to be physical money. It could just be an exchange of smiles, an exchange of courtesies, whatever makes you feel like you are successful. Helping others that are in need. Showing others that you don't have to have a cape and a mask in order to be a superhero. You can just be your honest, true self. And it's really kind of sad because it's like, if that makes people so angry and want to like take that from you and crush that, it's really sad. Because what that really says is that they can't receive that kind of love and affection anyway. They can't receive it anyway because they're too wounded. They're too trapped in their own thoughts. So me sharing these stories with you is to open up to you and to be vulnerable and to show you that there is no man behind the curtain here. What you see is what you get, and this is the end product of a lot of trial and error, a lot of trigger warning, a lot of near-death experiences caused by my own terrible choices. I should not be alive. I should not be here today, but I am. And because of the things that I have gone through, I have awakened to my faith and my strength within. And baby, I'm going to share that. Because the people that shared their stories with me, just like I'm doing now, saved my life. The people that shared their success with me, their stories, saved my life. And that collective is why your gifts, your unique skills, your unique story, your unique journey is the real fucking deal. Confirmation. You are needed in this time and space right now. There is a lot of fuckery happening at very high levels of our economic and political structures. Always has been. But their resources are running out. Their ability to give is running out, so they cannot receive. So by the laws of the universe, the laws of nature, if you cannot give, then you cannot receive. If you are just harvesting and taking and taking and taking, the universe is going to recognize you as part of the problem and not the solution. And the collective mind has gotten to a point where it can sense that bullshit and is not going to take it anymore. Past the point of no return. I talked about that statement last week. I kept hearing it. It's from the Phantom of the Opera, The Final Threshold, where the collective mind is understanding that their magic is the real deal, and they're the ones with the power. They're the ones that, are about to go on the adventure of a lifetime, because you understand that there's more to the story than meets the eye. Ooh, this is getting interesting. Okay, Spirit, you're understanding. Now that you are seeing things from this perspective, you're like, you see people for who they are. You see how you trigger them, and you see how polarizing you can be. But you come from an honest and true place, and you don't really, like, you pick and choose your battles wisely. We talked about this on TikTok last week, right? Your ability to alchemize and traverse the multiverse is intimidating people. So that's really what it is, babe. Okay, collective, you're intimidating. You're sexy as shit and you're intimidating. And you know how to think of better solutions, and your better solutions are not to fuck around with people that choose to misunderstand you, and focus on what you can do, focus on how you can give back, focus on how you can be a part of the solution and not the problem. That's what you're recognizing. That's what the collective is recognizing. Are you a part of the problem? Or are you a part of the solution? Because I'm going to aim for people that are part of the solution and surround myself with them. Because you are coming out of your shadow, and you are learning that the more you open up to others, the more successful you feel, because it's confirming. You're seeing yourself, your strength reflected back by those who are in this high vibe and frequency. And you're being guided by your ancestors, and it's like you're so good at embodying your magic. You understand that you're protected. You understand that your mission is sacred, and that if they're not a part of your family, if they're not a part of the solution, if they are causing fear, then you're not going to waste your time. And even law of polarity, even those that hate you and are coming for you, they've already lost, right? Like, they're already in the losing stance. Because you know that you're doing the impossible, and on some level that hate is coming from a really dark, sad place. And you can try to give love to these people, but they're not on the same wavelength. They're not going to receive it. They can't. So your growth is out of this world. You're leveling up super hard. Your magic is the real deal. You're getting confirmation after confirmation that you are walking your most aligned path. And Six of Pentacles to me signals like pinnacle of success. Because when you can give as much as you can, you will receive as much as you can. And you'll see the rhythm of the pendulum swing. You'll see that the more you give, the more you get back. The more you give, the more you can receive. The more love you give, the more love you receive. Energy is the new currency, and those that try to rule with oppression over love are beginning to see the effects of that. Big names losing money, big names losing the faith of their customers because of their actions. Because the collective is getting smarter, dog. You can't fool the collective. The inner child knows what's best. You can't fool the inner child, and we're all just grown children. But that little child is being empowered. You are empowering them through your faith, through your practice. And you're on the other side of seeing how everything that you went through, the disconnect, the suffering, the loss, was all a part of it. It all holds data. You're just at the forefront of this whole movement. You're at the forefront of the creation of the new earth. And that's not a gimmick or a con. That's just, hey, I want to leave the world a better place for future generations. I want to create a better space than when I came here. And you can't really give a fucks about what anybody else thinks about you in order to fly high, in order to harness your own magic and your own power. Your magic is the real deal. You are capable of finding your pinnacle of success, and that doesn't have to mean wealth and riches. That could just mean having a dope-ass community that loves and supports you and takes care of you and protects you. So for this week, just, man, ride high. Six of Wands, ride high, dog. You have gone through enough fucking death and loss and suffering, bitch, to let anyone try to come after you, take that from you, crush your dreams, and make you feel fucking small. You're the angel of death, dog. Nothing gets to you. You've seen so much. You've been through so much that you're like, haters beware. Haters beware, dog. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't care about you. You're a part of the problem, not the solution, dog. Come at me with something good and maybe I'll listen. Maybe I'll give you my attention. So just know for the next few weeks, starting this week, the astral transits are going to give away all of the haters and the tomfoolery around you. And you're going to see how far you've come. That's another thing, is that these people's behavior is going to show you how far you've come, how far they have yet to go, and that no matter where you are on your journey, you have something great to offer. It doesn't have to be money. It could be a handshake, a smile, a hello, holding the door for someone, getting out of the way, and truly embodying the grace and the integrity of the spiritual master that you are, dog. Open up and give this week. Give your best. Shine your light. Haters be damned. We are creating a better way. This is on the back of the deck. Confirmation, dog, 666. Oh, some people think you are the devil because of the change that you could create or uproot. Those are all the messages I have for you today. Join us next time for more divinely channeled messages assisting us in this game called life. Thank you so much for listening. If these messages resonated, click the like and subscribe and bell icon to be notified every time we post. Let me know what success means to you, what it looks like to you, and please take care of yourself. Keep going, and I will see you on the other side.